Krishna Krishna Bhaktaya Hare Bhaktaya Namo Namaha Shri Nandanandanam Bande Radhika Charanam Gopi Jana Samayuktam Vrindavan Mohan Agashamani Chatavyamito Mandi Kratan Divaram Jaram Jarudavrochasam Patam Marasasya Suyam Vrindaranya Nivasinam Vedasadama Vyamodaram Radhaskanda Niveshita Ujvala Pujam Dhyayam Damodaram Rahodasyam Tasya Prishavanam Dadpuri Yasya Putra Purna Pranay Anuraga Jivate Kim Dharame Kim Usurgane Kim Chikshena Kim Shampri Mrinoti Latta Chakim Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So first of all, I offer pranams to our Gurudev, Om Shri Padre Swami, Srimad Bhaktivedanta, Narayan Goswami Maharaj, our Six Gurus, Nitya Lila, Shri Gauri Govinda Goswami Maharaj, Bhaktivedanta, Madhusudan Goswami Maharaj, Pujapad Sadhu Maharaj, all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, Hare Krishna. So, this is Kartik month, very powerful. There's a nice story I read in the Puranas. There was one man who was very sinful all life. He committed unlimited sinful activities, especially he liked to cheat people in business, all these things. Then he was in one village and he was going house to house, cheating people. Then somehow he died. And when he went to Yamalok, when he went to Yamaraj, then Yamaraj had his book, his file. This man has done unlimited sinful activities. Throw him in Kumbhipaka. Kumbhipaka means like it's a big copper plate, like 80,000 miles in circumference. It's baking hot. No. So you're burnt from the sun above, and you run around like this. They threw him in this vat of oil. But as soon as he hit the oil became very cool, like sandalwood paste. And he began floating on that. Then all the Yamadutas were shocked. What's happening? The oil's not burning. What's going on? So they went to Yamaraj and said, we threw him in for punishment, but nothing happened. He's just actually floating there like in an Ayurvedic Panchakarma. He's very happy. So Yamaraj, what's going on? We have the right man. Yes, he did many sins. Then Yamaraj thought deeply. That village he was in before he died, in that village were some Vaishnavas performing Kartik Vrata. So, as he was going door to door to cheat the people, he just saw their face of the Vaishnavas doing Kartik Vrata, and all his sins were destroyed just by seeing the faces of those who were doing them. So I'll just speak of the power of actually doing it. You just see the face. So even if you're not doing it here in KB, but you're just looking at the faces of the devotees, this also gives results. So just by this katha, you can think how powerful is this Kartik Vrata. So, this is one of the 64 limbs of devotion. Mahaprabhu spoke to Sanatana Goswami. So, doing Chaturmas, this is part of Bhakti or not, it's not written, but Kartik Vrata is written. Still, those who think I will only do 1 month and not 4 months, Bhakti Pragyan Kesamaya says, because of neglecting Chaturmas, they also cannot get Bhakti. So we're doing as a limb of Varnashram, we're doing as a limb of Chaturmas, but our intention is not like the ordinary karmis. Like ordinary karmis also do Gayatri. Ordinary karmis also worship the deities, part of Varnashram or anything like that. They also fast on the Ekadasi, but the devotee's intention behind the performance of these activities is vastly different to the performance of the mundane karmis, who desire to go to heavenly planets, who desire dharma to karma moksha. So this Kartik Vrata, like the crest jewel of Chaturmas, very, very powerful. So of course the main anga, the main limb of Kartik Vrata is hearing Katha. Okay, Durga, try and stay awake. Alright, this is your vow, 1 month, don't sleep in class. Madasra Shravanti Katayanticha. Krishna says, what is the definition of the devotee? Madasra Kata Shravanti Katayanticha. Krishna gives the definition of devotee. One who takes shelter of me and under my shelter hears Harikatha. Means who hears Katha with relationship. Krishna gives this as the definition of who is his devotee. This is very important this month. We know if someone's speaking but we have no faith in the speaker, then you have no relation with what they speak because you've turned off. So Gautam says, must have full faith in the speaker also. Then this Katha will give result. So this month we have great fortune. So much we'll get to hear this Damodarashtakam as well as all other pastimes that Krishna performs in this month in the actual places where it performed. Gurudev said why we are doing this Vrindavan Parikrama. You see other months do once every 3 years, or Saraswati Thakur did once in his life, Brajamana Parikrama. So we have too much fortune that we get a chance to do every year. So Gurudev said why we are doing. This is one benediction that Narad Muni received from Bhagavan. It's in reference to the appearance of Jagannath Dev, that when Rohini Ma was speaking Braj Katha to the queens of Dwarka, then Rohini had warned, the problem is that I speak this Braj Kahani, this Braj Lila, this is so attractive, Krishna will also come and hear. So we need someone to keep them outside. So Subhadra Devi volunteered. You know the Katha, when Katha was spoken, Jagannath, Krishna came, Baladev came, and so much absorbed in that Braj Katha, gave them such remembrance of Vrindavan, then Jagannath became like Mahabhav Prakash. Jagannath Krishna felt so much separation in Braj that his hands and legs melted into his body. His eyes became like rasgullas. He became Jagannath. And Baladev also became like that. Subhadra came like that also. That time Narad Muni appeared and saw these 3 forms. Then Narad began dancing. I have seen, I have seen. Then Krishna came to normal, but he was very pleased. Narad, I'm very pleased. What benediction you want? Then Narad asked 2 benedictions. I want always you present in this form as Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra. Okay. And second, I want the benediction anyone who hears this Lila Katha, especially in the place where it was performed, that person will get Prema Bhakti. So Krishna said to Narad, Tatastu, it shall be so. So Guru Maharaj said, because of this benediction Krishna gave to Narad, for that reason we're visiting all these places. The nature of Katha, even though every year we speak Damodarashtakam, every year we go these places. In the beginning we may feel a little resistance. Oh no, not again. But as soon as you go there, as soon as you hear, as soon as you start speaking, the nature of this Katha always fresh. Always fresh. That is nature of Bhagavan, that is nature of devotion of Bhagavan, that is nature of topics of Bhagavan. No matter how much you hear, always so much inspiration will come. Even Gurudev, how many years Gurudev did this Kartik Vrata? If you can count, 50, 60 years, 70 years. And every year Gurudev would say the same. Every year we speak this, so we'll just finish in 2-3 days and we'll do some new topic. He would say every year. And what would happen? 1 month would go and not even move out from this Damodarashtakam. So this Damodarashtakam is so much deeper, especially if we get a chance to read the commentary of Sanatana Goswami. Then this gives so much understanding, so much taste. So Gurudev would say this Astakam, this compilation of 8 verses, this was spoken by Satyavrata Rishi. So he spoke This took thousands of years to compile, millions of years. Means, like Sadhu Maharaj was saying, if you do this, if you're on the stage of Nishta, then if you do this katha, then if you do this month, then you came to the stage of Ruchi. That means Giridhari will be on the stage of Madhanakya Mahabharata. How many times we've done this Vrata? But still, as he would speak something on one level, then he would meditate. Sadhana means to think, to practice. Then that meditation, that practice would propel him to a new realization, a new feeling. So maybe he spoke one line, and after some hundreds of years of meditation he would feel inspiration, another line would come. So this Damodarashtakam is like a progression from beginning to end. So the same way, following Gurudev, we will also try to speak this 1 month. And there's so much Siddhanta is in this katha. Even, Didi would say when Gurudev would speak this Damodarashtakam, that times when he's speaking about Mother Yasoda's affection, Gurudev would have so much absorption, so much enthusiasm, maybe someone would think, probably he's in Vatsalya Ras also. Look how much taste, look how much enthusiasm. And Gurudev would speak about the Sakhas, then maybe, no. How much he's glorifying Subal and Madhumangal and Sakyaras. Probably he's in Sakyaras also. This is called one type of movement, Pichali Ras. Like you hear one ras and you think this is the best ras, I will be in this ras. Then slippery. Then you hear another ras, no, I will be in this one. So this Damodarashtakam contains all katha of all rasas. So of course, according to Raghunuga Bhakti is also 5 limbs of devotion. So one is Bhava-nukul. Devotee, according to their particular mood, they will take out what is favorable for them in this katha. All katha is favorable, but still, when one has a special direction, a special desire, then he'll pick out what is especially relishable, what is especially applicable for him according to his ruchi. So we give pranams first to Satyavan Rishi, to also Sri Sanatana Goswami, and also our Guru Varya. So, what is ras? We're hearing again, Raso Vaisa. Krishna is the object of ras. And we're hearing that before Mahaprabhu there was bhakti, but no bhakti ras. So, ras means what? Chamatkar, astonishment, contrast. Like when we see the sunset, why we feel astonishment? Shambhala, stay awake. If we see something new, something different from our everyday experience, that will give astonishment. Like we have dalia, but when we get pulao, something astonishing, something in contrast to the everyday. So the basis of bhakti ras means there should be some like contrast, rasa chamatkar. Guru Maharaj would say, if an ordinary person, if an ordinary child picks his nose, or an ordinary child passes urine in the corner of it, is it not astonishing? Vyasadeva, Narad, Valmiki, Rupa, Sanatana, don't become astonished and enchanted by this. Because an ordinary child has sweetness. Like you see some kid running, everybody. An ordinary child has sweetness, but this child has no opulence, therefore there's no ras. So Guru said, an ordinary child steals butter, an ordinary child lies, an ordinary child passes through. No one's, the great Rasik sadhus like Narad and others, not meditate on this, they don't become astonished by this. But when the Supreme Personality of Godhead performs this astonishment, it performs these type of nalalila, human-like activities, this gives astonishment in the heart. So the basis of bhakti ras is this Aishwarya. Who is performing these pastimes? So first is some knowledge of Krishna's Aishwarya. Otherwise, except if you just read 10th canto without studying the first 9 cantos, or at least hearing from Vaishnava, then some material understanding comes. Who is Krishna? No? So the basis of everything is always this Aishwarya. No? Aishwarya always remains in Bhagavan. No? There's no question of Krishna ever being without his Aishwarya. Because Aishwarya is part of his Sarup. Krishna cannot be without it. In Sanatan Shiksha, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spent, like Sanatan Shiksha is 2.5 chapters, 1.5 chapters is Krishna's Aishwarya. When this foundation is there, then anything you put on top of that, that gives ras, that gives astonishment. So there's no question of Krishna being without Aishwarya. Even Krishna is crawling in the cow dung, Krishna is running around without clothes. Still he's never devoid of his Aishwarya. It is always there. So, first these feelings must come to us. No? Namami Swaram Sachidananda Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokula Brajaman. So first line there's Krishna's Aishwarya, but then second line gives astonishment, Krishna's sweetness. So Namami Swaram. First begins Namami. Again and again we're singing Namami Swaram Sachidananda Rupam. And this Sucharu Bhakta Mandalam, Sukhana Ratna Kundalam, Suchachitanga Chandanam, Namami Nandanam. This feeling of saranagati, this feeling of surrender. Namami means I am offering myself. This feeling is the life and soul of devotion. It's there from the beginning, the stage of Shraddha, up to the stage of Bhavanam, Mahabharata. This feeling of offering myself is the life and soul of Bhakti. It said, Saranga Saranagati Hoive Jaha Jaha Pratana Sunishvanamukuma. Without this feeling of offering oneself, Krishna never hears any prayer. Krishna is never attracted by that. So this feeling of offering oneself, this is in all stages of devotion, this is in all rasas. So Namami. When we do pranam, why? When the curtains open, the first thing we do is pranam even before we look at the deity. We do pranam. Why when we come before Guru Vaishnava, we do pranam. I have no power to see you. Like Pujapat Sadhu Maharaj said. Not that we should not see the deity. But what power we have to see him. That's when we come before Guru Vaishnava, first we do pranam. I have no power to see you because I am not the seer. I am not the doer. If you give mercy to me, then I can understand you. And Deborah said, when we chant Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, first, without the mercy, without the sunlight, we cannot see the sun. So I remember when I was new devotee, I read that. Without mercy, Krishna, you cannot understand Krishna. Therefore, devotion is always based on this. Namamishvara. Therefore, Srila Puri Maharaj would say, when the curtains open, we do pranam. But we don't do dandavats with this feeling of offering oneself. Then he said that dandavat is like a push-up. Like in the army, you do 50 push-ups in the morning. So offering dandavat without this feeling of offering oneself, then that dandavat is like a push-up. I remember reading that. So namami, Gurudeva would say. When we do pranam, what is the feeling? I do not belong to myself. This body, this mind, my feeling, these are not mine, this everything I offer to you. Manasa deho geho jo kichumon apita duapatu shinanda kishore. Oh Krishna, whatever I call, I am mine. I am this body, what belongs to this body is mine. Then this should be offered to Hari Guru and Vaishnava. So this feeling is very strong, but who am I surrendering to? Who am I offering myself to? Everyone has to surrender. Many people think, I have a choice, I won't surrender. But if you don't surrender to Bhagavan, if you don't surrender to Gurudev, then you have to surrender somewhere else. The 6 masters are there. Lust, greed, anger, enviousness, madness and illusion. So So Maharaj always says, devotee only surrender one place. But no devotee have to surrender in 1,000 places. To the uncontrolled senses, to our anatas, to wife, to children, to our desires. Then you have to surrender to 1,000 places. But Vaishnava only surrender one place. And of all, even amongst the different vigrahas, the different incarnations, which is the best place to surrender? There may be, beside Vigraha, many. There's Narayan, there's Lord Ramchandra, there's Bhagavan Nrsimhadev, even there's Dwakadish Krishna, Mathuresh Krishna. But really, what is the best Vishay, what is the best object of prema? In Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Chaitanya Shikshamrita, right in the first chapter, first bit, he says, Krishna, there is no use in arguing, but Krishna is the greatest object of surrender, the greatest Vishai, the greatest devotee, the greatest object of surrender. And we will hear this month, Krishna has many things no other incarnation has. Narayan has opulence, Narayan has so much Aishwarya, Ramchandra has so much Aishwarya, Bhagavan Nrsimhadev has so much potency, so much opulence. What is the speciality of Krishna? What Krishna has which no other incarnation has? Why should I choose Krishna as the object of my devotion? So this month we will get to hear about the 4 special qualities of Krishna that no other incarnation possess. This Rup Madhuri, this Gun Madhuri, this Prema Madhuri, and this Venu Madhuri. This month we will hear this beginning to end. So Namam Aishwaram Sachidananda Rupam. Krishna is the abode, the resting place of all Aishwarya. His body is not material. Last night Maharaj said, those people who think that Krishna's body is material, just to see the face of someone who thinks like that, the only method one can be purified, one has to look at the sun and take bath in the Yamuna with all one's clothes on. Just to see the face of someone who thinks Krishna have a material form. So today is our first day. Sri Damodarashtakam ki jai.
कल से हम लोग का कार्तिक मास नियम सेवा पूजा पर आरंभ हो गए। I'm with how श्यामलिं छठावे विद्रोमणि कृतं जीवनम जाग्यं दानुरोज सांगतिगतम पट्टामर सस्रिय वृंदावन निवास नगरी वसतामादि रामोदरम राधा स्कंदिस ध्यायं दामोदर। इस दामोदर मास में, कार्तिक मास में राधा दामोदर का ध्यान, क्योंकि इस मास को अधिष्ठात्री देवता है कार्तिक मास अधिदेव है। जिनका हम ध्यान करते हैं बड़े सुंदर है, उनसे अधिक कोई सुंदर नहीं है, उनके समान ही कोई नहीं, अधिक कौन होगा। बड़े सुंदर समझ में आता है, न तस्य कार्य कारणम च विद्यते न तत्समं चाप्यधिका च दृश्यते परास शक्ति विविधैव सूर्यते स्वभाव विज्ञान बल क्रिया च। भगवान के समान, राधा कृष्ण के समान और कौन है? बिल्कुल निश्चित है। उनका कोई कारण नहीं है, इसमें उनका कोई कारण भी नहीं है, वो सर्व कारण कारण है। अर्थात वो किसी के ऊपर डिपेंड नहीं करते। हम किसी के ऊपर निर्भर करते, कोई मेरा कारण है जिससे शरीर बना, ये सब प्राप्त हुआ, ये कार्य है। लेकिन भगवान का ना तो कोई कारण है ना कोई कार्य है, क्योंकि सर्व कारण कारण, इस कॉज और कॉज। उनका कोई क्रिया भी नहीं, फिर भी लीला के लिए करते हैं जिससे भक्तों का आनंद हो। अगर कृष्ण अविक्रिय होकर रहे, जैसा कि वेद में उपनिषद में आता है, वो अपने स्वरूप में अविक्रिय आत्ममूर्ति है, उनका कोई क्रिया ही नहीं, बिल्कुल शांत आलसी राम। परमात्मा के स्वरूप देखेंगे, शांताकार बुद्धि शांत। शांत मतलब हिलता भी नहीं, ऐसे सो गए तो सोए हुए, एक ही करवट में। हम सोते भी हैं तो 4-5 बार बाएं दाएं हो जाते हैं, लेकिन वो परमात्मा जब से सोया एक ही जैसे सोया, जैसे पैर लंबा है लंबा है, अगर थोड़ा हिला दिया शरीर को तो पूरा हिल जाएगा, सारा ब्रह्मांड उथल पुथल हो जाएगा। तो जब अविक्रिय शांत है, लेकिन भक्त के भाव के लिए वो शांत नहीं रहते, वो दामोदर के रूप में प्रकट होते हैं। मैया से मक्खन मांगते हैं, दूध मांगते हैं, नहीं मिलता तो नटखट तोड़ फोड़ मचा देते हैं। अगर ऐसा नहीं करेगा तो मैया परेशान हो जाएगी। अगर वो मैया को परेशान करे तो शांति मिलती है कि चलो ये ठीक है, स्वस्थ है। एक दिन अगर कृष्ण 4 बजे न उठे तो मैया टेंशन में हो जाएंगे, क्या हुआ मेरे लाला को। वो दही मथना भूल जाएंगे, क्योंकि जो भी मथ रहे हैं, जो निकाल रहे हैं, जो कर रहे हैं कृष्ण के लिए। और कृष्ण अगर शांत हो गए, वो मक्खन के लिए ललकता ही नहीं, ललचाता ही नहीं, दूध के लिए रोता ही नहीं, तो जरूर कुछ कृष्ण को हो गया, तबियत खराब होगी। उस दिन फिर मैया को कोई सेवा में मन नहीं लगा। और कृष्ण भावाग्राही, अपने भक्त के भाव को ग्रहण करते, जैसा भक्त का भाव भगवान वैसा करते। इसलिए यशोदा नंदन जो कृष्ण है वो शांत नहीं है, वो अविक्रिय मूर्ति नहीं है। जबकि वेदों में शास्त्रों में तत्व में ऐसा कहा गया है। इसलिए ज्ञानी लोग जोगी लोग उसी को पकड़ करके पूरा जिंदगी निकाल देते हैं। उसका कोई कार्य नहीं, कारण नहीं, कुछ नहीं। वो निराकार है, निर्विशेष है, निर्गुण है। लेकिन दूसरी ओर उनका स्वरूप है, उन कारण भी कार्य भी। ये भक्त एक रस में सब भगवान करते हैं, क्योंकि तत्व के दो पक्ष है, सिद्धांत और रस, तत्व और रस। तो तत्व भी अपने तरह ठीक है, जो कह रहे अपने सब सही कह रहे, झूठ नहीं बोलते। लेकिन जब रस के सामने खड़ा होते हैं तो रस कहते हैं तत्व जो है सो है, रहने दो, हम तत्व को नहीं मानते। अगर कहो उसका कोई रूप ही नहीं है, कोई गुण ही नहीं है, कोई लीला ही नहीं है, तो कौन है इसका वास, तो कौन है, उसका क्या पहचान है? जब किसी का स्वरूप ही नहीं है तो मिथ्या है, बेकार है, उसको लेकर हम क्या करें? गोपी लोग जब उधर भी आए तो बोले कैसा बंद करो, तुम उसको निर्गुण कहते, उसका रूप नहीं कहते, तो कौन देश में रहता है, कहाँ का है? उस देश के बारे में बताओ। हमारा कृष्ण निर्गुण नहीं, बहुत गुण है। थोड़ा मकान देखता है, कितना सुंदर नाचता है, ऐसा बोलता है, ऐसा हंसता है, उनका उसमें कोई गुण नहीं है, उसका माँ बाप ही नहीं है, उसके सखा संबंधी प्रिया नहीं है, कोई नहीं है। उधर दिन ऐसे बोला था बाबा को, ना उसका आत्मा है, न कोई अपना है, न कोई पराया है, न तस्त माता पिता, न कोई माता है, न कोई पिता है, न उसका जन्म है, न शरीर है। ज्ञान की बात करने लगे और फिर बीच में शब्द बोल दिए, बाबा बड़े भाग्यशाली हो, जिसका कुछ नहीं उसका आप पिता बन गए। जिनमें मन थोड़ा भी लगा लिया जाए तो सारे माया छूट जाते हैं और उनके प्रति आपका ऐसा वात्सल्य प्रेम है। नंद बाबा बोले उधर, वो तो बुद्धिमान, लेकिन कोई आपका पक्ष नहीं है। गंगा किनारे गंगा राम, जमुना किनारे जमुना राम। एक और तो बोल रहे हो कि उसका कोई नहीं है, और फिर कहते तुम बड़े भाग्यशाली हो। कैसा भाग्यशाली? कृष्ण से दूर रहता हूं, उसका दर्शन नहीं, फिर भी सांस लेता हूं, जी रहा हूं। प्रेमी तो दशरथ महाराज थे, राम जी के जाने के बाद राम राम कह के चले गए जब वनवास हुआ। हमारा प्रेम का अधिकार है, हम भी शरीर छोड़ सकते हैं, लेकिन इस भय से नहीं मरते कि अगर कृष्ण सुनेगा बाबा चला गया तो कृष्ण को कितना दुख होगा। वो बाबा बाबा कहकर रोएंगे, लौटेंगे, छाती पीटेंगे, तो मेरी ओर से उसको दुख न मिले से जीता हूं। दशरथ महाराज तो गुरु जी बोलते तो अपने बीरा में चले गए, लेकिन ब्रजवासी अपना बीरा अपना दुख बड़ा नहीं मानते। ना गानी अपने दुख सब पहुंचे तार सुख, मेरा दुख जो है सो है भोग लूंगा, सह लूंगा, लेकिन कृष्ण को सुख मिले। अगर वो सुने कि हम चले गए, राधा रानी नहीं है, तो व्याकुल हो जाएंगे, उनका जो कार्य है वो अधूरा रह जाएगा, क्योंकि बिना शक्तिमान कार्य नहीं कर सकता। जो काम कर रहे हैं इनके प्रेम के कारण, ये प्रेम उनको बल देता है। तो जो भगवान है लीला विलासी है, एक को तो बोले कुछ नहीं है लेकिन फिर कहते हैं पराशक्ति विविध है सूर्यते। जब उसका कार्य कारण नहीं करते इतना शक्ति इतना प्रकाश बोला है। दोनों पक्ष तत्व में नहीं है और रस में है। उनके समान कोई नहीं है, उससे अधिक कोई नहीं है, ये तत्व में है। लेकिन रस सखर बोलते हैं तू कौन है, तू तो सबसे कमजोर है। वहां पर नहीं बोल सकते कि मैं सबसे बड़ा हूं, मेरे जैसा कोई नहीं। बोला गोपी एक बार तुमको देखते हैं तो तुम गिर जाता है, बेहोश हो जाता है। ये सब लीला में देखेंगे। मरजूद आदि में राजा ने केवल आंखों को नीचे करके कृष्ण को पछाड़ दिए, छुए भी नहीं, ऐसे किए और कृष्ण नीचे गिर गए। ये रस है, ये भाव है। तत्व में तत्व के समान कोई नहीं, उनसे अधिक कोई नहीं। लेकिन यहाँ पर देखा जाए तो कृष्ण से छोटा कोई नहीं, सबसे छोटा वही है। श्री राम कहते मैं बड़ा, गोपी कहते हैं हम बड़ी, मैं विश्वभानु की बेटी इत्यादि। ये स्वाभाविक ही है, भगवान की लीला और तत्व दोनों स्वाभाविक है। वही राधा दामोदर वो बड़े सुंदर है, जिनका लीला विलास सब स्वाभाविक है। उनके हम इस मार्ग में इस मास का आराधना करते हैं। जो अंग सामने छटा भी तो मंदिर कृत्य नहीं करो, उनके अंग कांति बहुत सुंदर है, सारे सौंदर्य को पराजित करेंगे। सब सौंदर्य को एकत्रित कर दो कितना होगा, वो तो समुद्र। ब्रह्म संगीत आदि में देखेंगे ब्रह्मा जी को कई श्लोकों उनका केवल रूप वर्णन करते हैं। ब्रह्म शक्ति में कितना रूप वर्णन गुरु जी बोलते थे। दिन को अंतम आलोक संगत मान्य वंशी इत्यादि में। और जन्मत लीलोपायकम सोलोगा आदि में। जाजन गुरुमूर्ति संग पटामर कर दिया। जिनका स्वरूप और आभूषण दोनों में प्रतियोगिता होती है। स्वरूप का तन्मय सुंदर, भूषण का तन्मय सुंदर, दोनों के सौंदर्य को बढ़ा है। उनके स्वरूप में कुंडल सुंदर हो रहा है और कुंडल उनको सुंदर कर रहा है, और कोई हारता नहीं। देखने वाले कह नहीं सकते कुंडल के कारण कृष्ण सुंदर लग रहे हैं या कृष्ण के कारण कुंडल सुंदर लग रहा है। कितना सुंदर, भूषण भूषणा हुआ। और नित्य वृंदावन में निवास करते, उनका अपना घर है। और जिस जगह पर निवास करते हैं हम उनके पास आकर उनका भजन करें, हमारा सौभाग्य। जिस देश में जिस स्थान में हमारे प्रिय का स्थान ना हो, निवास ना हो, वहां हमको नहीं जाना, वहां हमको नहीं रहना। अगर प्रिय से दूर रहते हैं इसका मतलब समर्पित प्रेमी। विशेषकर कार्तिक में जो लोग दामोदर से दूर रहते हैं उससे बड़ा दुर्भाग्य कोई नहीं। वो जान केवल नाम मात्र के कंठी माने बांध रखा, वो जिंदा ही मुर्दा सब है, मर जाना ही ठीक है। वो पृथ्वी का बोझ है। पूरा जीवन में पूरा साल में थोड़ा भी समय नहीं मिलता तो क्यों जीते हो? फिर कहते हम कृष्ण भक्त हैं, काहे बात है? भक्त भगवान का स्थान में रखा और उसका प्रेम का परिचय मिलता है। आपको भी समझते हो, उसको पसंद करते हो। हम जिसको पसंद करते हैं उस गली में जाने की बड़ी इच्छा होती है, उस घर को देखने के लिए, उस व्यक्ति को देखने के लिए, उससे बात करने के लिए कुछ न कुछ ढूंढते रहते हैं मौका। अरे कार्तिक हमारे एक मौका है, कार्तिक के बहाने हम आ सकते हैं। लेकिन जब आप ऐसा नहीं कर पाते तो आपको भगवान में प्रीति नहीं हो, फालतू तो इसमें नरोत्तमदास जी कहते हैं केने व आछाई प्राण सुख लागे नरोत्तमदास के लिए तो सुनने में गला थोड़ा सा दिक्कत ज्यादा नहीं बोल पा रहा है। आगे जो दामोदराष्टकम में महीना पाठ करेंगे नमामि स्मरण सच्चिदानंद रूपम नसत कुंडलम गोकुले विराजमानम यशोदा वयोलोक लाभदावमानम परामिष्टनत्यं ततो दूतगुप्य वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। महामंत्र समझो।
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.